Good morning, grade 9, and welcome back in lesson first. And our first lesson is the fun they had. The students, we are traveling this lesson. The lesson has not ended so far, and today we are going to discuss in the second part. And expecting we will discuss many things of this story in this part. And we are going to resume the story. And before resuming, the student, I want to make some question that not some question, only question. I think you have, and I'm expecting you have completed and you understood well the first part. And if you have any question, you can make contact and don't forget to memorize the words. Okay. Now, the students, we are bouncing over our lesson, and now ahead. He was a round man with a red face and a whole box of tools with the dials and wires. You know what happened? The girl, she was not understanding. The Margie was not understanding the geography, and she was going worse and worse. In such case, what happened? Her mother thought she must facing a problem, and how she will get her problem sort out it. So in such condition, what is happening? She is calling a mechanical person, one who make something better with the robotic teacher. That means one who can repair. The quantity inspector has come. Now look at the figure of the quantity inspector. He was a round little man with a red face and a whole box of tools with dials and wires. That means he had come with all the accommodations where he will think, I need the dials, I need wire. He will do everything because he will repair the robotic teacher, because it doesn't function well as per Margie. He smiled at Margie and gave her an apple, then took the teacher apart. Margie had hoped he would not know how to put it together again, but he knew how all right, and after an hour or so, there it was again. What happened? First, he separated the Margie with the teacher, and he has given an apple to Margie because she was child, she was baby, and she could have seen it. So what happened? The quantity inspector had offered an apple. After that, he parted a teacher. Parted, I think all of us separated. He made distance with the Margie, and he secretly parted the teacher. He doesn't involve the girl in his job. So he has taken the teacher apart. After that, he is functioning. He is repairing. And meantime, what is happening? Margie is thinking that the teacher, the inspector will not get success in his mission because he will not have ample knowledge. Meantime, what is happening? But the situation is completely contradictory, and the county inspector completed the job, and he had taken a time that is all about an hour, you can consider, as your book is telling. After that, everything is functioning better. Now, but he knew all the right, and after an hour, there it was again. Large and black and ugly, with a big screen on which all the lessons were shown and the questions were asked. Now, the robotic teacher is ready to function its program, its job. That means the robotic teacher is ready to teach. That wasn't so bad. The part Margie hated most was sort where she had to put homework and test papers. What is happening? The girl is not taking interest in her study. Therefore, she is hating the story. She is hating studying. All kinds of sorts of study she is completely hating. And now the robotic teacher is ready to give its service. She is not feeling well because now the teacher has come in its action. She always had to write them out in a bunch of code. They made her learn when she was 6 years old, and the mechanical teacher calculated the marks in no time. What was happening when she was 6 years old? She came to know how to read on the computer. Here she was responding in the punching code. The punch code is all about the functioning as per the computer, reacting as per the computing language. Here, if right now students you are understanding and transmitting English very beautifully because you are facing the English atmosphere, and she is facing the computer and computer knowledge, computer education, and her entire education source of study depending on her computer. So she will behave everything like in the punching code, like the computing language, and she is doing so. And when she was 6 years old, she came to know how to handle, how to behave with such language, such function. She from that time she started learning, and she right now knowing beautifully. The inspector had a smile after he was finished and patted Margie's head. Now the inspector completed its task, and now he is going to the Margie and patting her head by in baby red manner and telling her he said to her mother, "It is not the little girl's fault, Mrs. John." Who is Mrs. John? John is the name of Margie's mother. I think the geography sector was geared a little too quick. He is telling to his mother, to her mother, your daughter was not understanding. This is not the fault of her. That means your daughter. It is all about the fault of the computer, robotic teacher. It geared up little faster. That means the way it was projecting the program, it has geared. That means it has taken its momentum little speeder. So what happens right now? The way I am speaking with you, if I shall speak the same to the students belonging to from the very low grade, just like the 1 or 2, I don't think the student will understand everything beautifully. But you can, because you are deserving this post, and you have better understanding, better grasping in the respect of the lower grade. So you can understand anything better. So in such case, what was happening? She was 11 years old. Everything would be function as the student of 11 years. But what was happening? It was geared up. It was functioning like the student would understand. If the student would be like the 13 years old, 15 years old, they can understand. But she was only 11 years old. Her grasping was not large faster. So she had to maintain with her own track. But the computer, the teacher was functioning faster. Naturally it happens sometime with the computer, and this is not all about the human beings can understand everything. The person will understand. No, the one student is not responding, he or she is not understanding. I have need to make him or her understand. This is not the human being can understand all kinds of feeling. But what is happening? This is all about the computer. Computer will not understand all sort of the program. Whatever would have been stuck in the computer will function. Okay. Now, here what is happening? So he has told everything. These things happen sometimes. I have slowed it up an average 10 years level. What I have told already, we have discussed. Now he had slowed the function. Now it is maintaining, it is manipulating like Margie. Actually, the overall pattern of her progress is quite satisfactory, and he patted Margie's head again and again. He is patting, he is wishing the bravery over the girl, because he is thinking overall her performance is satisfactory. If she is not very intelligent, then she is not dull as well. Okay. Margie was disappointed. She had been hoping that they would take the teacher away together. They had once taken Tommy's teacher away for nearly a month because the history sector had blanked out completely. What was happening? We shortly knew that the girl was not taking interest in her study. She was thinking, inspector has come, he will carry the teacher with him. And when he will go, he will carry the teacher with him. And if he will carry the teacher with him, I shall be very happy. This is all about the geography. She is thinking this is the boring subject and she is not understanding everything. So what is happening? But it didn't happen. Now she is feeling bored. She became sad. Now because she is thinking, now I have to also read the same chapter. This is not good. She was not enjoying her study. Now what is happening? And she is taking, once what happened, same situation happened with the Tommy. And actually a time the teacher was not behaving well. In history teacher was not behaving well with the Tommy. So Tommy made same problem. After that what happened? The inspector had come and carried the teacher out. The area of the history teacher, he had retorted from there. Now he had taken it with him to get the repair. So what is happening? On that time what happened? The history segment was completely blank. The computer, whatever you will store in the computer will display, will function. Whatever you will store, it will function the same. So if the history segment will not present inside, will not stuck inside, then how it will function? This is not all about the human memory. So a time what happened, once the history segment was completely blank in Tommy's segment. So Tommy was completely enjoying his time. He had nothing to read on the history time, so he was enjoying. So she is thinking, if same would happen with me, I would also enjoy. No. So she said to Tommy, why would anyone write about school? So she is thinking, school is all about boring. No one should go to school. No one should think about school. School is all about boring. And therefore, what is happening? So she said, Tommy, why would anyone write about? So why people write about school? Why people talk about school? School is all about boring. But she is not understanding which type of school Tommy reading about. She is thinking that Tommy is reading about the school she is facing, but he is reading the school their ancestor had faced. Okay. Tommy looked at her with very superior eyes, because it is not our school, our kind of school. Stupid. This is the old kind of school that they had hundreds and hundreds of years ago. She is telling, this is not about the school we are reading in. This is the school our ancestor used to read. Okay. He added loftily, pronouncing the word carefully. Centuries ago, she became completely nervous. She became completely excited, curious. What happened? Centuries ago, 100 years ago, which type of school was on that time? There was a different school in the respect of us. Now, Margie was hurt. Well, I don't know what kind of school they had all that time ago. She read the book over his shoulder for a while. They then said, anyway, they had a teacher. Now, what is happening? After that, she is also coming to know that the school was completely different in the respect of the present time, and she is also coming to know they had a teacher who was teaching. Surely they had a teacher, but it was a regular teacher. It was a man. After that, what is happening? Here, the boy is telling, yes, they had a teacher. Which type of teacher they had? They had a man, not robotic teacher. We have now robotic teacher who is functioning the program. on the base of computer, whatever we are stuffing inside, the robotic teacher is exposing. But they had a natural teacher. They were man and they were teaching. If they are understanding all sorts of problem of the students. Okay, dear students, today we are going to stop and we'll keep resuming from our next class, and expecting in our part 3 we'll complete everything. Thank you.